What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another office review, and today we're taking a look at the Generations Arcee. Really, what's there to say about the car mode? It is Arcee's car mode. It is, in my opinion, the best representation of the G1 car we've gotten from official or third party at this point. I can't quite remember the back of the car. It might be a touch different, but I mean, really, this looks amazing for the price. She does come with multiple guns. This one, the black one, and then these two swords. The black one I'm actually using here. There's a place you can plug it in, and it holds her hands pegged in there. Without it actually there, her hands don't peg anywhere. So that's kind of a problem, but I mean, really, they're stiff enough that nothing happens. The wheels do roll, but she does not roll also well, but what can you do? On the car, there is a variety of little ports here if you wanted to put the swords on, or on the side, or put the gun on top. So yeah, you do have those options. Nothing terribly exciting, nothing that I think is worth using personally. Yeah, let's bring out the competitors, I guess, because there's not much to say. Here is the iGear one, and you know, this one might actually be a little bit closer in the styling of the front end, but honestly, the update to this makes it look like a much more feasible car. We actually have to look online to see which one is closer. This one is a nicer shade of pink. This kind of looks like a little bit of a salmon-y type pink. Both get the job done, but I do find myself liking the whole aesthetic of this particular incarnation better. And while we have it out, we might as well get the other vehicular, well, car vehicle Arcee that matters. There is the Perfect Effect bike, but here is the Azalea from Mastermind Creations. And hands down, I'd say this one's the winner, because I do like the G1 car over the futuristic hover car, and I do think it looks better than this one. Alright, so let's get her to her robot mode. Pretty easy. All we're going to do is disconnect the back of the car here. Take out her legs here from the little, like, clips that they have. This is where you're going to get to see the gun. Let me flip her thighs around here. And we'll take her hands off of here. And then you can see it's actually pegged in really far to be flush there. But yeah, pegs right into that little slot there. So once we have that, we can come to the back of the car. We will flip this up and in to hide it, like so. We'll rotate her thighs closed and flip out her feet here. So we got this going on, and let's bring the camera up so we can see the rest. Now we got these parts here. Pretty interesting how they have the arms on that one joint there. I like that. So we'll flip those arms out like so. And we'll come to the front of the car, flip this piece up, disconnect it, flip it all the way down. And at the same time, we're going to take the back of the car, rotate it closed, and you can see how it's going to perfectly make her shoulders here. And we can peg that on in like so, and then we just kind of seat her head properly, and there she goes. She's in her robot mode. So here she is in her robot mode, looking pretty good. Backpack's a little bit big. It would have been nice if this all compressed a bit more, but really not too bad, all things considered. Articulation on her head is on a ball joint, double ball joint. I'm sorry, single ball joint. It looked like a double because of the neck. Ball jointed shoulders, the mushroom swivel there, the arm, which is ratcheted pretty nice. No wrist articulation, just a solid piece. The hips are moving at the rotation at the black piece. You do have like a knee swivel, and then the ankle, which does have nice supports built in to actually let her stand just fine on there. Let's talk about her weapons though, because this is weird. If you can see in her hand here, it's kind of made with this like ledge in there. and I don't understand why. I'll probably be drummeling mine out, because when it comes to holding her gun, the best I can do is get her to hold it like this, because the gun bottoms out at that ledge and there's just nothing I can do. So it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if anybody else, I haven't really watched any reviews on her, but does anybody else have this problem, that she hates her gun so much that she can't even hold them right? Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Same thing goes for, obviously, the swords, which have this weird angle on them. So if you want her to hold them like a regular sword, you kind of have to sort of put it in there, like, I don't know, unless it's supposed to go this way, but that doesn't make sense because this presumably is to guard your hand. You also do have the option to just kind of peg it on the wrist here and make a big energy blade type thing. I don't personally think that looks good, one on each side if you want. I don't think it looks good just because of the styling of the sword. If it was just maybe this piece, that'd be one thing, but with the handle part, kind of weird. I don't particularly care for that. So let's bring in her competitors. We'll start with the oldest of her competitors. Here is the iGear Delicate Warrior. Delicate Warrior feels, more substantial because of the die cast in her various parts, but ultimately she's a dated mold, not quite as well engineered as this one. The only perk I can give it is the way the backpack folds up looks more accurate to Arcee, but I don't think that this one is such a departure that would warrant the price that this is comparatively. Also, you got those chest holes, which don't look terribly good. And the newest competitor is the Azalea here, and again, I still dislike this figure. It's kind of a transforming nightmare the way things go together. I actually spent more time transforming this toy than this entire review is going to be for the Generations one. So for what it's worth, this one is by far the best. I don't know, your aesthetics may prefer this one because this one does feel a little bit more like G1 movie Arcee, but I still think that this is the better Arcee overall, especially when price is involved. So let's get Arcee here back to her car mode. We'll start by disconnecting this piece down here, like so, and you can kind of bring it up like this. I forgot you have to take her head out. And one thing I did want to mention is I really like how they've connected her head to the back of the car and kind of hit it. Unlike that iGear version where you have this weird, clear, or well, white plastic connector piece, this is just so much better, and when it goes right over the arms, it really helps fill out the shoulder region. So good job there, and very nice light piping. It's catching my office lights very nice, as you can see. Anyway, so we take this and we kind of fold this on back, and we fold the car forward. That's going to let all this stuff peg in like that, and we can now flip her ab area down like so. Next thing to do is to bring the fists, or the shoulders I should say, up together and like this. You can see how they're perfectly ready for the gun. We'll do it without the gun so you can see how it looks like the gun should be there. Take these feet, fold them on in. Now take these all the way around here, and I forgot, pop them out, then take them all the way around. So again, pop it out, then take it around, and adjust the knee accordingly, because what's going to happen is this little slot up here is going to accommodate that ankle, like so, and like so. And here you go. The hands are still there, they're just free, they don't peg into anything like that. Just kind of sit there, and they don't go anywhere, so it's not really a problem. So take this, spin this around, bring it on down, and just plug it in over the legs, and there you go. Everything is back to the car mode. Nice and easy and simplistic. If you don't want these hanging around, simple fix, just take this gun, put it in the slot, push it all the way in like so, and then just peg her hands in there so she's holding them, and there you go. Arcee in her car mode. I really like this, and totally worth picking up. You know, I'd even go to like 20-25 on this versus the price of a deluxe. It's really nice. It's a nice mold that's worth having. So this is T2RX6. I'll see you next time.